maybe start planning for a spring break or a summer trip with the family, we have some really awesome ideas which will kind of take you away from that typical stay in a hotel or maybe a condo. The kids are going to love getting on board with these ideas. How about spending the night in a fire lookout, a teepee, even a hobbit hole? Yes, you heard me right, a hobbit hole. Oregonian travel writer Jamie Hale here with some really fun suggestions. So we're going to go through a few of these here. Let's start with guard stations.
Yeah, so the guard stations are cool. These are basically the spaces that old forest rangers built out as homes to live in when they had to manage 1 million acres of forest land by themselves.
So they're up high.
The guard stations are down low.
Oh, they're down low.
Yeah, these are like sort of your regular cabins that they might have probably built by hand that are historic. They have full kitchen, they have bedrooms, everything.
Are they not using them anymore?
No, not these ones. Some of them they use, some they don't. That's kind of typical for forest rangers and Forest Service land.
So do you know, are these often booked out? Like I've got to start thinking in the fall for a spring reservation. Do you know? I'm assuming they get pretty busy.
It depends, yes. I mean, the guard stations are pretty busy. Usually it's about 6 months in advance you want to try to book it. That's the first day you can.
So this would be the time to do it for summer, maybe.
Yes, exactly.
Areas of the state you would find these?
Everywhere, pretty much. But anywhere you find national forest land, so the Cascades, but you find some down in eastern Oregon too, down in southern Oregon on the Coast Range.
And tell me it's affordable lodging. It is, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
always
a lot of these.
Always the deal breaker with
Well, you're looking for things. I mean, hotels have gotten so expensive, so this is an affordable family vacation.
What about amenities with those, though? Do they typically have like a little kitchenette in them? I mean, for families with kids, what can you expect at these guard lookout stations?
The guard stations are definitely have most amenities. If you're having a family, you want to have a kitchen, you want to have a living room, that's what you're going to get with those.
Okay.
All right, let's rough it and go to a teepee.
This is great.
The teepees are cool. You'll find those usually at a couple state parks have them. You'll see them a lot in private land and also in some of the casinos and resorts.
I think a sleeping mat required, correct? Do these have a cement floor?
It's kind of up and down. Some of them will have a natural floor.
Oh, they're beautiful, though.
There's one in Southeast Oregon that comes with a hot tub inside the teepee, as well as a mattress inside the teepee.
Ooh,
where do you book these types of things? Airbnb, VRBO? Where do you even look?
It depends. So the teepees are kind of everywhere. You can go, the ones that are in state parks, you can just go to the state park websites.
Oh, state parks, okay. Fire lookouts is next on your list.
Those are the most dramatic. Those are cool. Those are the ones that are way up in the air. Usually in a remote place you can see for miles and miles and miles.
Those were the ones I was thinking of.
Yes.
Up high, you can get that beautiful view.
Exactly.
Wow, look at that.
Those will have usually some fewer amenities. You'll usually get a burner or two, or just something small like that.
So these have been purchased privately? Who owns these now?
The Forest Service owns the lookouts.
Oh, they do still?
They still
So
own
you have
them.
to book through the Forest Service.
Yeah. The lookouts, those ones are going to be the hardest to get. I usually like to say that trying to get a fire lookout tower is like getting a ticket to Hamilton.
Wow. So
really
we're talking
to,
maybe, and again, is there that 6 month
Exactly.
window? So
6 months from the first date of your stay.
I can't wait to hear about this one, a hobbit hole. What is this and where in the world is this?
So there's a few different kinds of people who like to do hobbit holes, but this one's up near Chelan in northern Washington. And this woman, she built out this really detailed hobbit hole into the side of the hill.
Oh my goodness.
It's out in the middle of nowhere. You can open up the
cute.
door and look out onto the hills of Washington there.
how many people does that accommodate? Or hobbit-sized people, I guess I should ask.
How many of me can fit in the room at a time? Yeah.
There's one bed in there. So it's kind of made for couples, especially couples who are Lord of the Rings fans, to really have that kind of
What
Lord
a
of the
fun
Rings
getaway.
experience.
That's the only one you're aware of, is just that one?
That's that detailed.
Oh, that-
There's
okay.
some that like to call them hobbit holes, but I mean, she really paid attention to detail for this
That one looks awesome.
Real quick, when can we find you in the Oregonian? Do you have a set day that your articles are published?
Usually
or?
Sundays in
On
the A&E
Sundays.
section.
Okay.
We were remarking, what a fun job. I
It's
mean, what
pretty
you get to
And you
explore
look
the
like
state.
you're ready to travel to a
I
fire
know.
lookout right now.
I know, I'm ready to
Take
go.
it in the woods.
Jamie Hale, travel writer with the Oregonian, OregonLive.com. Thank you so much for the tips.